Hi, my name's Denise Holland, and I'm really inspired to share with you because what I've seen over the last 7 years since uncovering the works of Sydney Banks, and I'll just quickly show you that this kind of book here is the missing link, which I tend to keep as a little bit of a close Bible for me. And I'll tell you why, because what Sydney Banks points to is so helpful to people. And my field has been, for 30 years, has been performance sport. I was the former national coach for Scotland in my sport, netball. I was an England Super League coach for many years. And when I uncovered these principles, or at least what the principles are pointing to, it kind of made sense of 30 years of sports performance. And I am receiving many calls right now from sports people who are grounded. I mean, in this lockdown, they are unable to train in their normal environment. Competitions are cancelled. Years of training on that periodization, the program, and the competitions are not happening. So the world outside has changed dramatically. What Sid uncovered is, how does experience work? How do we work as human beings? And it's just so tricky to see. It's really invisible. Like when we slow down, like we've been really forced right now to just step back, to slow right down. And when we do that, I was explaining to a sports person this morning, we can start to see our stories. We can start to see our activity in our minds. And it's really interesting that when we start to see it, we can start to see the nature of it. And that one minute I'm feeling really anxious, and next minute I'm feeling full of joy and peace and compassion. And nothing's changed. Like within the space of a few minutes, the situation on the outside hasn't actually changed. The COVID virus in the UK is just getting worse. It's getting to 550, 560 deaths per day. It's like, oh, but my feeling state can change during in any moment. And I never really had eyes for that. Except when I was a performer and as a national coach, I would see myself get really nervous before a competition. Now, at the time, I thought I was really good at controlling that and controlling my feelings and applying the mental skills to let it go. But now I see that just happens naturally. That happens to all of us. If we leave it alone, it changes. And I know in this work we often use the metaphor of the clouds, but it's so true. And to see my perspective and my attitudes and my feelings just keep changing is so helpful. Now, I didn't know that that was on offer. I didn't know that was possible, because before the works of Sydney Banks, I thought that the feelings I was having were being created by the circumstance on the outside. So by the competition, by the opposition, by the audience, by the media. I didn't see that it was an inside job. I didn't see that there was a way in which human beings work and operate that gives them a feeling state. I thought it was coming at me. I didn't see that it was coming through me. And this is what's so beautiful about this discovery, is that in a time when the world is in complete chaos in terms of uncertainty and the unknown, and there is this capacity for us to mitigate the mental activity we're each having, even though the circumstances on the outside are getting worse. And And the benefits of that is that when I see my experience changing, it's arbitrary. It doesn't frighten me anymore. It doesn't scare me. I don't have to go with it. And when that happens, that realization, there is this deeper knowing, there's this deeper wisdom and resilience that comes through me. So I hope that's really helpful.